Okay, so we're trying to decide if these are product, quotient, or chain rules. So I'm going to start with the top left, and I see division of two functions, so that's quotient. Quotient means division. The next one is y equals f of x times g of x. That is the product of f of x and g of x, so that needs the product rule. The next one, we have y equals 3 times sine of x squared plus 1. This has an inside function. The x squared plus 1 is inside of the sine, so this is actually chain rule. It has an inside function. Now, I have some people that say, can I do that with product rule? With a 3 times sine of x squared plus 1, the answer is yes. When you do that, when you do the derivative of the first, the derivative of 3 is 0, so it wipes out that extra term, and what you are left with would be just as if you had done it with the chain rule. This next one, y equals sine x over x cubed minus 2x plus 1, is the division of two things, so that will be quotient rule. The next one, sine of x times x to the fifth plus 3x plus 1, that's the product of sine of x and this polynomial, so that goes to product rule. Now, if there had been parentheses around all of the x and the x to the fifth plus 3x plus 1, then that could have been chain, but not that one. This one confuses a lot of people. This was on your assignment, and I wrote down u equals cosine of x. This is cosine of squared x. It's also cosine of x times cosine of x. That's what that means. So you are squaring the cosine of x. So that is a u squared. That is chain rule. This next one, if I was going to choose one of these, I would choose product. I'm multiplying these two things together, but you could also just FOIL it and then use the normal power rule to take the derivative. But right now, the way it is, it's product rule. This next one is e to the x times x plus 3. So that is the product rule. For this next one, it looks like it could be quotient rule, and it could be. The derivative of the top would be 0, so it would wipe out extra terms. What it really is chain rule. You have an inside function. This is 2u to the negative 1/2, so that is a chain rule problem, but if you did it with quotient, you should still get the same answer, but it does have chain inside of it. This next one is clearly the division of two polynomials. It's a rational function. We would use the quotient rule to take the derivative. And then the very last one is g of f of x. F of x is an inside function. We have composition of functions, so this is the chain rule.